Hello, my name is Catherine Hunter Holland. I'm a freshman here at Clemson. I'm a pre-vet major and I'm from Latta, South Carolina. The dialogue that I participated in was called Are You There, God? A dialogue on religion and spiritualities. My dialogue enabled me to critically examine the myths and stereotypes around various religions and spiritual identities. By acknowledging these similarities and differences amongst various faiths that we all discussed, has enabled me to share about my own belief and my own identity, as well as listening and learning about beliefs of others in my dialogue. I believe that my dialogue group did have a true open dialogue. The students in my dialogue all shared and discussed our differences, similarities, and opinions of the two. We all used our personal experiences to back up the discussion. We formed true conclusions after truly listening to one another and allowing our dialogue to be a truly safe place to say how you feel. There was a huge range of diversity in our dialogue, which sometimes made it hard to understand one another. But now, after the fact, I appreciate the diversity and I have learned that it is necessary to become educated and open about international opportunity and understanding to understand one another. There were a few voices in my dialogue that were constantly active and kept the discussion going. There were some, however, who started out as shy and reserved voices. But by the end of the dialogue, I believe that everyone participated equally and we all came to full understanding of the links of all diversity in religion. My role in our dialogue was to both be a listener and also share my opinion when needed. I was open to others, but also stood strong in my belief when my religions and beliefs were brought into conversation. I believe that the new student dialogue is part of Library 100 because it causes all students to acknowledge and appreciate all the differences around them. It opened my eyes to the diversity and experiences that can be seen here on our own campus. This has prepared me for my later life experiences and also shown me some of what I will interact with in my future career. This has shown me that even though I may not always agree with an employer, that I still have to be open and reserved in my opinions about some things. It's a good thing to be prepared now in life rather than facing the issue with no preparation later. The dialogue is a part of the Clemson experience to open our eyes to all the diversity that can be seen around us. We will have to face people from all around the world in our professional lives, and doing it now will better prepare us. Even though you may not agree with someone, it does not always make you right or them wrong. It just shows that you have very different beliefs and opinions. When we first arrived to do our dialogue, we opened it with an icebreaker. We played a form of rock, paper, scissors and had to introduce ourselves. It took a large amount of time, but I believe it was important for us to get to know each other on a personal level, to share and truly be open with one another. It was fun and caused everyone to relax and make the best of our time with one another. Next, we discussed what we believed a dialogue to truly be. A dialogue is a safe place where you can be open with one another and share how you truly believe. However, sometimes you have to be reserved in your own opinions and be open to someone else's. After that, we made a social identity wheel and were forced to rank and label things that were important to us. The factors we labeled were ethnicity, socioeconomic class, gender, spiritual affiliation, sexual orientation, age, national origin, first language, physical developmental ability, religion, and race. We were asked to rank these and actually give them a percentage out of 100 in a pie chart. I chose religion as my most important aspect because everything I do and all the choices I make all revolve around my beliefs and religion. I'm a Christian, so everything I do, I pray about, and all my activities kind of revolve around that. I chose national origin as my number 2 aspect because I live in America, and this causes me to have the freedoms that I do. I can say and believe whatever I want because I live here, and I'm lucky to have these freedoms. I chose my first language as my least important because I do live in America and English is our only language. It is also the only language that I can speak well. Therefore, I don't really know how I would do with other languages. After that, we discussed differences and similarities in different religions. My group talked about Christianity and Islam. We came to the conclusion that both were also very similar and different. And then we talked about stereotypes, which are bad. Stereotypes are false assumptions, and we agreed that they should be stopped because one small stereotype can cause people to come up with an assumption about a whole group of people that can affect their families and jobs. So this is pretty much what we did. It was great.